playing games like this. We'll see the #4 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Gators will kick this deep to start us off. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Florida State.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And look, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's complete downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And tell you, you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson, most recently, a big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play on the completion. And the Noles will crank up the tempo. They'll try to run this one in. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Seminoles. Wow, that is an impressive start, Kirk. In an emotional game like this, to be so efficient, to click like that early is impressive.
Well, it's very impressive and a great way to start for this team because all the build-up and all the hype, now you can just settle in and play your game.
Point after, up and good. 7-4-0. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And now from the pistol formation. Handoff to the single back. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another 3rd down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Drop him back. They're going to throw for the first down. He's running out of time here. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked. The Gators will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. Not the way he wanted to kick it. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Didn't quite get the play off in time. It'll be delay of game. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. He'll look to throw it here on second down. He's looking deep here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And the runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. Here's the second down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Lets it go on the move. Launching deep. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Knowles.
Well, that's why this wide receiver is one of the best in the country. Makes a routine catch, and look what he does with it. Takes it almost a length of the field for a touchdown.
And now here comes the point after attempt. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Florida State, 14, Florida, 0.
And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Defense is coming after him. Going to try to use his legs here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Caught quickly. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker. Well, Cookie played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40. The Gators will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Linebacker shifting around now. Looking to throw it again. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. And the Gators pick up enough yardage for a first down.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Looks to the left, and it's complete.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
And the wideout goes in motion. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Finding some room at the 25. A tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9. Offense racing down the field. It sets up a first and goal inside the 10. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Pass caught. Can he get in? Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. Second down and goal upcoming. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Bringing pressure. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
I love to see this by this quarterback. And instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off, reminds his defense what he can do with his legs, and almost took it to the house.
Let's see what they can do here. Third down and goal from the 1. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators. Well, they slow the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you can score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense. And, man, did they make that look easy.
So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He bought some time, now lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Williams. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. A new set of downs after that completion.
Florida State, 14. Florida, 7.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The short completion of the tight end. Breaks loose at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
But good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
Important second down play coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Gets rid of it on the move. And this pass is caught. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The Noles begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. That's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. And now the running back's got it again. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. And that is no good. And the lead remains at 7 after the miss.
Man, I thought he hit that pretty clean. Good hold by the holder. Everything looked to be the way you'd like as a kicker. He just misses it, and the ball trailed on him and ends up hitting the upright.
The Florida offense retakes the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved him right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. And it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time. Touchdown, Florida State. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Gators offense retakes the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Fires it on the move. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Oh, that was close. Got just enough for the first down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chains.
By completion, good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Picks up the first, looking for more. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, a nice first down here by this running back, and what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Damian Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rhett and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. So first down and 5 after the penalty. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Second down play coming up. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Dropping back. It's Lagway. He'll try a pass here. Receiver makes the catch. And that stiff arm will help earn him the first down.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Receiver in motion now. Trying the run, it's Daniels. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And he'll set up to throw. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's first and goal. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this first and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. A nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
Ball back at the 6 for second and goal off that loss. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Trying to throw for it on third and goal. The pocket breaking down. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Just time enough for 1 more play in the half. Using his legs, it's Lucas. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it off to begin the second half. Returner decides to field it. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Grab near the sticks. It's Hill. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on 1 guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Trying to create here on the move. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Tackle is finally made, but not before a big gain. They'll spot it at the 24. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. Who's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
Okay, ready?
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Hill. The defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. The Gators hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. 4th down. He's throwing for it. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the 2nd half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. To throw, it's Lagway. He's looking to scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
The Gators are in the red zone. Ball handed off. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the 1st down marker. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Off the RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there. And the Gators come to the line with 1st and goal. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Daniels. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher 2nd down on the way.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a 1st down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Gets made on the out route. And he shoved out of bounds, but the defense short of the first down marker.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Gonna run it. It's Lucas. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Caught near the sticks. It's Lucas. And that football is out. A potentially game-changing play, but who's got it? Looks like the offense able to recover it there.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
First and goal. The offense with an opportunity for a go-ahead score here in the final minutes. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away. Offense facing second and goal. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Sails it way high out of the end zone and incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive.
Well, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the 4th.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Florida offense retakes the field. Ball handed off. They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Gain makes it second and medium. Play action fake, looking to throw. On the run here, lets it go. Works downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Touchdown, Florida. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
And the point after is right down the middle. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. The eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's brought down out at the 46.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? Second down after that previous play. And they'll try the jet sweep here. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
Discipline, discipline, discipline. That's the key to this defense right now. Great job against the jet sweep of staying out wide and not giving that receiver much room at all.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. And they get their own fumble back. Time's running out, but they still have a chance.
He catches a break here. Ball is on the ground. It ends up bouncing right back to him to avoid a disaster for the offense.
So late in this 4-point game, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. Lets it go quickly. And it's intercepted. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
The Gators offense retakes the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game thanks to the defense. They'd love to work the clock, but they can't throttle back here. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
In the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Here we go. Crucial situation. They've got time to run a few plays. The defense can't just back off here and play too passive. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Makes the grab. It's Lucas. They bring him down after a short gain there. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Finds his target, and it's complete. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
Looking to throw it on first down. Caught on the outside. It's Williams. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Second down, looking to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he's going to run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Wanted no part of contact on that play.
Now the quarterback's doing everything in his power to try to keep this play alive. Looking downfield, trying to find an open receiver. Great coverage by the defense, and all they can do is step out of bounds for a loss of one.
They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. An important third down attempt for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. First down here for this offense. And the quarterback dropping back. Fires it to the wideout. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. Well, let's be honest, all wins are not equal. You go in there and hammer your rival and get bragging rights. That's sweet, man.
Yeah, this one is a little bit different. I mean, this is a game you anticipate, you look forward to the entire offseason. You're thinking about it. Now you get a big win against your rival. You're riding that high much longer than your standard win.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.